right, so now that you know the theory of how we're gonna make kick-ass pizzas at home, let's make our first pizza. First thing to do, 450 preheat. And my pizza steel always stays in the oven. What do we need? Burrito pizza shells. Sauce. Pick your own sauce. Try them all out yourself. This is my favorite that I have come to like. Classico. Sold just about at every grocery store. Pepperoni. This is what I make on my pizza. Mozzarella cheese. We grate our own. What I normally do is I will normally do 2 pizzas at a time. One to eat tonight and one to eat tomorrow night. I know a lot of y'all are used to recipes. You've gotten recipes down. You can follow directions. There are no directions here. Even at the pizza stores, there's no specific measurements. So first thing you want to do to stay out of bubble trouble is you want to puncture the tortilla. You ever seen tortillas when you stick them in the microwave and there's that air bubble, or even when they're being baked, you get those little air bubbles? That's fun and fine when you're making Mexican food. For pizza, it's gonna mess up your pizza. Perforate it as much as you can. Everything as far as the amount of sauce, the amount of cheese and ingredients is all visual. But I'm gonna give you some tips and I want you to play around with it. This is what I like. I've learned this on my own. 2 full-size tablespoons. I like sauce. Sauce tastes good. No, that's 2 tablespoons. This is 1 tablespoon. Some people don't like a lot of sauce. One will work, as you can see. It's visual. Spread it out. Try to keep it, a 1/2 inch or so off of the very edge. That's some good sauce. I also use Costco, Spice Islands, organic Italian seasonings. And basically what this has is oregano, marjoram, thyme, basil, parsley flakes. Mozzarella cheese, freshly grated. Do not buy the bagged stuff. The bagged stuff won't melt properly for pizzas. See that right there? That's about almost 2 cups, I'm gonna guess. I've done this enough. I know about how much cheese I want and use. And I know how much I want to save for another night. Spread it out. This is visual. Are you a person who likes a lot of cheese or little cheese? Now realize if you're used to buying pizza out, you're getting less cheese. You gotta pay for more cheese. Couple reasons you get less cheese. It's cheaper for the pizza store. Takes less time to cook, so they got more turnaround as far as pizzas, customers coming in. You getting your pizza quicker. They get another pizza in the oven quicker. For me, I think both of these are going to be what I call light cheese. And it don't matter. Let me show you something else you can do. What do you have in your fridge? You can mix. You can do all mozzarella. I would stick with all mozzarella for your very first pizza. I've got some medium cheddar. Again, brick, because you get the fresh cuts of it. People are going, oh my God, not cheddar on pizza. Yes, what is that? That's not much. There's a quarter cup. That's about a quarter cup. It's just a little more for flavoring and for color. A little bit of taste, a little bit of style, show that you got a little bit of culinary savoir-faire. Sauce, dyslexia, what's this stuff called? Spices, begins with an S. You'll know how much spice you like. If you got children, if you're making this for children, don't do spice. They don't like spice. That's just the way children are. Pepperoni. This thing's gonna cook in 10 minutes. The pepperonis are all pretty thin. They're going on the very top. So you can load up, or you can, just go for decoration. Remember, one of these I'm cooking tonight, and one of these I'm saving. I think I'm gonna cook this one tonight, only because I can already tell it's got less cheeses on it. Oops. Run it out of pepperonis. That's probably already got more pepperoni and more cheese on it than you're getting at a store. So that's what you're used to. As far as starting out and making your own pizzas for the first couple times and learning what you like, what you don't like, the quantities you like, and then if you're cooking for families, you're running a restaurant. Junior likes extra cheese, no sauce, and Sissy likes lots of sauce, and, medium cheese, whatever. You gotta learn all that shit. Mushrooms. Canned mushrooms are fine. These are just regular old bulk Costco mushrooms. Get the already sliced, or slice them yourself. Now this is a 4-ounce can. It's easy for this to go for 4 pizzas. It's easy for it to go 3. You almost got to push it to do 2. You got to load up on the mushrooms, but man, mushrooms and cheese, I could survive on a deserted island as long as all I had was mushrooms and cheese. So my smart oven is saying it's preheated. What's it been, 10 minutes at the most? That it took me to make all this and put up stuff as I'm making it. You don't need to waste your money on electricity or gas or whatever on long warm-up times for that steel. The other thing that I like about doing it with this size pizza in a toaster oven is you don't need those, what do you call them, pizza peels, the stick with the spatula on the end of it. All right, so here's a quick lunch or a light meal. I heard someone saying, how do you do it with no pizza steel and get it in and out of the oven? Hello, McFly. The pizza pan lifts up, preheated. Into the oven. 10 minutes. Hey Siri, give me a 10-minute timer.
10 minutes, starting now.
This is my pizza popper. This is your pizza popper. Got chopsticks? That's a pizza popper too. You're learning this stuff on your own for your own taste. Your taste, your toppings are going to be different than mine. Another thing is about the baking time. A plain cheese pizza with no toppings is gonna go in quick and come out quick. Okay, let me see if I can show you this. There's usually a guy watching the pizzas bake. Let's see, I don't need this up here, do I? Not for this shot. He's looking for, he knows what to look for. I know, that's a little, see, pop that bubble, there's a bubble forming. Pop it, lift it up, it won't come back up. One-time use bubbles. All right, so here's another thing that I want you to understand and learn as a cuisine chef apprentice. The reason we cook so high is because you want that bubbling, that boiling. Cooking at 350 does nothing but melt the cheese. The cheese will never bubble and boil until it dries out. But here, the cheese and the sauce are all coming together. One perfect harmony of delicious juices. Don't be afraid to come over here and look. Pull it out. That's what it looks like. Needs some more time. I want this black on the end. No bubbles. No troubles. Okay, these last few seconds, you just want to time it just perfectly. You never want to pull out the pizza too early. And if you pull it out too late, it's just too late. I'm good with that. Can you hear it? Oh yeah, I got the microphone on me. That's what you should hear. How hot is that pizza? That pizza's 450 degrees. Why? Because the oven's 450 degrees. The pan's 450 degrees. There's 450 degrees of heat coming in. You want to let this wait just a little bit. That crust is forming up. The bubbling, the boiling stops. Plenty hot, plenty of cheese grip, cheese drip, cheese pull. I find it works best for me to cut it into 6 slices. If you're not real hungry, you might want to just cut it into 2. Look at that. I wish you had smell-o-vision. Look at that crust. Or the bottom. Nice, thin, crispy. Better than just about any and every restaurant. All right, man. Subscribe, hit like, hit notifications. I'm gonna put out more pizzas, more pizza reviews, pizza conglomerations, pizza cooks. This is the pizza series. I'm out of here.